Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. Please let me know if I'm audible. Hey Ganga, please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, great. By the way, I'm at my place right now and there is a little construction going on at the back. So I'm really sorry for the sounds, for the noises that will be coming. Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll start. Let's wait for the people to join and then we'll start. Okay. Am I visible now? Please let me know if I'm visible. I think this camera is not working fine today. Hello, good afternoon, Rajendra. Okay, that's great. Okay, so today we are having different topics and we will be discussing about the project versus the product. What are the different myths in the home automation system? How you can plan your home automation startup, and which company is better, or what home automation system is better, and how people call you on the name of home automation systems. So these are the few things that we will be discussing in this live session. So we'll start with the planning and how you can start your own home automation startup. So again, there are two different things. One, that is you want to be the manufacturer, or the second one is you want to be the trader only. So in both the cases you have to be very sure about each and everything. Either you are a manufacturer where you are planning to manufacture your own home automation products, or either you are going to be a trader who will be trading in the home automation system, or you can say that you are going to be a system integrator for a company, or you know any other home automation system provider. So in both the cases there are different things that you need to take care. So we'll discuss about all those things. Hey Pratik, hey Pranay. Okay, so let's first start with the manufacturing part. So if you, I mean, at this point of time, if you really think that you are coming up with some unique features in the home automation system, then it is wise to be in this bubble, this home automation startup bubble, where you can manufacture, or you can focus on the product development. If you think that okay, your the product features, or you don't have something specific to provide, it's better to stick to the existing brands, or do the white labeling, or it's really better than starting or investing your money and time in developing something which has already been developed. So let's focus on the things that that are important. First one is the hardware itself. We'll talk about the hardware. Second one is the cloud. Third one is again the user interface or the application part. These are the things that I've told you in my previous live session, and again I'm doing the same thing again because these are the basic blocks. So first of all, if you are not going to provide anything extra in your hardware, so let's say if you are thinking about the features like scheduling, timers, and workflows or sensor actions or sensor data collection. So these are the things that are already available. So why here I am going to ask you a question. Why are you wasting your time developing the whole things again? So if you are planning to start your startup in this field, you have to be very specific about the USPs, what extra you are going to provide, which the other players are not doing. If you are talking about the hub, we do have hub based automation system, we do have independent home automation system. So there has to be something specific which you will be providing while developing your own home automation system. So being a trader, this is also an important part where you have to think about all these things from the hardware level to the user interface level. You just don't go with the brands which are just having their names from the past 3 years, 4 years. Just because they exist in the market for a longer period of time doesn't mean that they are the top tier companies or they are dealing with the good stuff. So again, if you are planning into this and if you are planning to enter into this particular segment, just make sure that you are delivering something good. You are having a particular USP which nobody is providing. So it's better to think about that particular part rather than to again developing the same thing that has already been developed. You can always white label the products and you can sell them on your brand's name itself. Now okay, again let's talk about the partnership. There are few people that I've been tied up with, and basically what they tell me is that they have a partner. They are the technical ones, and they are having a partner who is having a good clientage. So they want to develop their own product. Regarding this is my personal opinion I'm sharing with you guys. So regarding this scenario, if you think you are your friend or someone who is investing in your business or who is investing in your startup is having a good clientage. See, because you are the technical person, you are going to be the one who is performing the R&D and who is developing the products. First thing that you need to think about is it is going to be time consuming. Think about all those clients that you are having right now, because the clients will not wait for your product specifically. So they will disrupt. So either just come up with an idea within a month, not just about the idea, either you come up with a product within a month, or you just search for the product that are already available. Try to build a trust level with your clients. So try to test out your partners, or try to test out I'm not blaming anyone to if they are really having the good clientage, or if they are really having those clients. But if they are, if they seriously have those particular clients, so I don't think it's the time where you spend another 1 year to develop something which has already been developed, because your client can move to another company. He'll not wait for you. So it's better to what exactly you are having. So this is something that you should keep in mind. Now another point, I was going through a YouTube video, and the title says home automation के नाम पे लूट रहे हैं इंडिया में. So I look at I watched that video completely, and then what that person is portraying in that video, that you can make your own home automation system, which I completely agree. Okay, you can do that, but what actually he was, just a second, sorry. So what actually he was doing is, he was using, let me show you very quickly. He was using these modules, if you can see. He was using these modules and simple relays to make the home automation system, which I don't think is at all reliable. So I've wrote down a few points. I'll take you through all these points and I'll tell you how a project or is different from a product basically. So it's not like when a company is charging you for home automation system, the company is charging you, or very they are charging you more for a thing which is very, which can be produced at a very small price. So it's not like that. There are different factors that we need to take care as a company while developing these products. The first one is the reliability. When it comes to the product, you just can't do the connections like this. Okay, I'm having this module, I'm using another relay module, and I'm just connecting the wires and stuff like that, and I can test it on a test PCB, and then I can ship it to a client. It's not, it doesn't work like that. So I have to think about the reliability. The product has to be very reliable. Second, what I am doing here at my place, whatever project I am building at my place here, is specific to this environment basically. So it can work perfectly fine with my switchboards, because I'm designing it according to my switchboards. But when you think like a company, like if you are developing a product, you have to think about the complete your target audience. There is no specific condition. There are different scenarios which your device has to face. Either it is surge protection, low voltage, high voltage, fluctuations, poor Wi-Fi connectivity. So there are so many things, less space behind the boards, what would be the size of the product that you are going to make. So there are lot of factors that you need to think while developing a product. So it is not like you are putting some components on a PCB and then you are shipping it to the client. It's never been like that. Now the third point is the R&D cost, this and the testing in different situations. So when you make a project, it will cost you around 500 to 600 bucks, and you can automate your switchboard. It's that cheap. But when it comes to a product, the complete R&D cost is, for a single product, it's minimum 10 to 12 lakhs, and it's just about the R&D part. I'm not even talking about the production stage. So R&D cost is there, testing cost is there. You have to be very sure about the PCBs, you have to be very sure about the hardware, software, and the cloud infrastructure. Each and everything will have to work very fine in order to complete the requirements of each and every client. So these are the specific things that you need to take care. Another point. Okay, so Akshat is asking, can we do multiple connections, like multiple LEDs on single ESP 8266, and control all of them via Google Assistant? Yeah, you can do that, Akshat. You can do that. Okay, so Gangai Singh, I agree. There are a lot of things that has to be tested, and it takes a lot of time. Yeah, exactly, Ganga. That's what I'm trying to elaborate here. It's not like you are developing something in your home and then you are selling it to a client. So there is a complete process which takes over 7 to 8 months depending upon the product. So 7 to 8 months I'm telling you for a single product. So it has to be like this only. Then there has to be infrastructure. There has to be a complete database, the complete front end and the complete back end. What do you think about a 500 rupee project? So do you think it is having the complete infrastructure? It will give you the current sorry, your all the data that has been associated to that device. Do you think it will manage all your cloud infrastructure? Do you think it will give you a neat and clean UI, user interface, of the mobile application? No, they can't. They have to be rely on some third party application like Blink, or I don't know, there are so many applications, so they rely on those applications. And when you are doing business, when you are into this segment or any other segment, I'm not just talking about the home automation system, I'm just talking about any other business. Let's say let's say if I'm having these AirPods, so let's say I am able to produce all these things which I have here. Okay, so these are the things that I'm producing in house, in my factory, and for these things only I'm dependent on another vendor. For these rubber grips only I'm dependent on another vendor. So what do you think? If the vendor ditches me, or if there is a delay while delivering this, do you think I can, transfer the complete product like this? No, I can't. I am dependent on this. So you have to, make sure that you are not dependent on anyone. So this is the basic block of any business. You have to remove all the dependencies. So please take care of that part also. So if you are into business, try to eliminate your dependencies as much as possible, and be independent. So that will help you in a longer run. Okay, so again, we have talked about the infrastructure, the cloud computing, the front end part and the back end part. So these things has to be there. Your proper developers has to be there. Okay, so Rishabh is asking, really true. In my case, it took around 1.5 years to convert project into product. Exactly, it really takes that much period of a time to convert a simple project into a product. So okay, so another factor is the overall build quality, the packaging and the printing. So if I talk about any of the project, and okay, let's just give me a minute. I'll show you one prototype of mine. I have it here. I'm sorry for that, but okay. So I've shown this prototype in my previous video also. So this is just a prototype. A product is in consider it as a project. Okay. So do you think I can ship this uh, perfectly working project to someone and I can install it at their place? It's not possible, because I'm not sure about it. This is just a prototype, but I'm very much sure that it will work, and it is very much reliable than a product, because it has already gone through 2 or 3 iterations. Only the casing part is not there. But again, are you really sure about this? Like, can you ship it to the customer directly? No, it's not possible. You have to think about the outer packaging, outer casing, instruction manuals, warranty cards, and other things. So it has to be there. So cost of all these things, including the cost of R&D, including the cost of infrastructure, and including the cost of all the other expenses in your company, you have to cater all these things, and while developing a product, and you have to set a price range of that product to meet all these expenditures. So what do you think about that 500 rupee project, and the same thing that a 500 rupee project is doing, a product will be worth more than that. So just clearing, I'm just clearing the things in your mind. Again, another point, the components that you use. The components while developing a project are totally different as compared to the components that another major factor. Voice assistant support. Again, if I talk about this project level thing, there is an application which is called IFTTT, or there are other third party applications which will give you the credentials, or which will help you to control your devices with Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. So either you are dependent on those applications, or you have to list your company, or you have to make your own Alexa skills, or other things. So this is another point. Okay, so company expenses and the cloud costing, these are the two different other points as well. So I've written down these 10 points. I'll list them in the description also. So you can go through them one by one. So these are the total things that you need to take care while developing a product. Again, your expenses will be much higher than obviously a project. And it's not like you can sell a project. You have to be very specific about each and everything. Now let's talk about the pricing point. Based on these things, what do you think the pricing that generally a company charges, is it worth it or is it not? Too expensive, I would say. Home automation systems are not too expensive. If I talk about the myths, there are a lot of myths that home automation system are too expensive. They are not too expensive, but it's not that cheap also. So if it is something very cheap, try to learn about the things that they are using. Try to understand the terminologies, try to understand their complete infrastructure, how they are working. Is it a really reliable product? Because you are not just dependent on what you are seeing, I mean what you are having in your hand as a product. You are dependent on the complete cloud infrastructure or the complete backend also. Okay, so there is some lagging in the video. Okay, let me just disconnect. Is it fine now? Please let me know. Please let me know if it is fine. Can you see me? Am I audible? Can you see me? Please let me know, and I'm really sorry for this. Okay, please let me know if you can see me. I hope everything is fine now. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so where were we? कहाँ पे मैंने लास्ट ड्रॉप किया? प्लीज़ लेट मी नो कहाँ तक हम लोग आ चुके थे. Yeah, I think I was discussing about the pricing, right? Please let me know from where to start again. uh, Pratik, Ganga. Yeah, okay, pricing. Yeah, so as I was telling, there are different myths around the home automation system. The first one is it's too expensive, which is not the case. It's not that expensive. Okay, you can say that okay, it's quite unusual for the common people, but if you are someone who is already in this field for a longer period of time, you can understand all these things working, and they cost you money and you have to charge them accordingly. So it's not that expensive, but yes, it is affordable, and also it is not that cheap. In the case of home automation system, or in the case of any IoT based product, I would say specifically, uh, please focus on the price point. If you really think that a product is delivering more features, or it is doing really wonderful things, and still its price point is a little less than what you expect, please go through all the specification. Please check out all the infrastructure, cloud part, and what the company is actually doing. because again, as I was telling you that your complete product is not just based upon the hardware that you are holding. It's much more than that. The hardware part is just another thing. You can program it accordingly with there are other softwares as well. So it's just the microcontroller with the hardware. You can put another firmware in that, but again, the infrastructure, the cloud, and the front end and the back end, the databases, these are the more important part in the IoT network. Yeah, exactly, Prateek. Okay, so another myth is they consume a lot of energy, they are too technical, they are easy to hack. First of all, home automation systems are designed to save your energy, not to consume your energy. So I was searching about these myths, and I found this one is very common, that they consume a lot of energy. This myth is very common. So it's not like that. They are designed to save your energy, not to consume more. They are too technical, which is not the case. If you ask any electrician for the fitting, it might take 10 to 15 minutes just to fit any home automation system within your board or any other product. I'm not sure, like it will really take an hour or more than that. So it's very very easy. It's obviously it's technical for the technical people who develop it, but for a user, we have to make sure that it really gets into the switchboard, or it doesn't really sound so much technical, because overall point is we have to sell these things to the people who are not technical. So we have to make sure that we build something which is not that typical or too technical. Okay, another one is they are easy to hack. Okay, I can assure you that this point is somehow true, but not in all the scenarios. They are easy to hack. First of all, yes, they are easy to hack, but not all of them. That again depends on how you are transferring the data within your complete infrastructure. How the data is being transferred to the servers, MQTT brokers, what kind of security you are using, what kind of certificates you are using, what cloud platform you are using. So it totally depends on that. Again, if I talk about hacking, if your endpoint is not secure, let's say if your router is not secure, then I'm not sure if any of the devices connected to that router is secure. So first of all, you have to make sure, you have to think about your own security, then think about the device part. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here. Okay, another common myth is they need a complete makeover. They need a complete makeover, which is not the case. Home automation system used to when at the starting of these home automation systems, when they are just introduced by Schneider or Honeywell, I don't know who introduced the first home automation system, which requires the complete wiring. There has to be a complete LAN cable which goes each and every which goes behind each and every switchboard of your of your home, and then only you can automate your home. Those days were gone now. It's completely wireless, and you don't have to change anything, you don't have to replace anything, you don't have to rewire anything. So it's not like that you need a complete makeover. It's very easy nowadays. Again, we are in this era where we are developing products for the retrofit homes, and when I talk about the retrofit homes, we mean that the overall idea is to develop these things for the existing things. You don't have to replace anything that is in your home. You can convert your existing things into smart things with the products. So this is the overall idea. Okay, so what do we have, another myth? Okay, it's not reliable and it will be outdated. I'm not sure about the reliability part, because reliability totally depends on the vendor that you are taking the product from. If it is just as I told you, if it is some project based product, then it's not going to be a reliable one. When I talk about the outdated part, I'm not sure they are outdated, because when we code the microcontroller, we use a term OTA, which we generally use in our mobile phones, which is called that over the air update. So we use OTA support in our products, so that whenever there is a new feature, we just push the code directly from the cloud, and and your hardware it is updated. So yeah, the reliability part depends on the vendor you are taking your product from, and the outdated part, it's not like they are outdated anytime soon. Okay, we are living in we are entering in 2021, and since it's been 8 to 9 years since we are having these LEDs. I was talking to Pratik last night, and we were discussing about the same thing. People in India are still dependent on those Surya bulbs or tube lights or CFLs. They are still in the market in huge numbers. So if LED is something which is a very simple product, since it is not outdated yet, why are we talking about these things? We are not just entering into the market. Basically, the market is still open for these things. Okay, so let's take out the, yeah, exactly, Ganga. Hardware is just a part. Okay, so Pranay is asking, sir, how can I build my own IoT cloud? Pranay, there is no such thing as IoT cloud. Uh, you can make your own server, which is in the terms of IoT, which we call as MQTT broker, and you can use any of the cloud platforms such as Amazon, Microsoft, or Google, or any other cloud platform uh, with the Linux running on it, and you can install your MQTT broker there. And if you are not sure about the MQTT broker, I'll recommend you just go with the Google Cloud IoT or AWS IoT Core or the Azure IoT. So these are the things that you can depend upon. So these are the top players basically. Yeah, yeah, Pratik, smart and OP. No, I'm just throwing the facts, buddy. These are the same thing that we were discussing last night. Okay, how reliable are ESP8266? Akshat, if you are seeing any of the IoT product recently, if you are seeing any of the IoT product, smart plugs, smart lights, smart cameras, 90% of them are based on ESP8266. So this is how reliable ESP8266. Microprocessors, microcontrollers are generally reliable. It's the hardware part and how you design the hardware, how you design your circuit that makes them less reliable. So again, power supply is another major factor for that. Okay, so now let's come to the next point, which is which product is better. Okay, so which product is better? I'd say Smarden is better, obviously. Okay, no issues. We are better, but again, if you are dealing with some other clients, or if you are dealing with some other company, just note down all these points which I'm going to list in the description of this video, and ask them one by one what you are using as this, what you are using as the back end, what you are using as the front end, how the complete architecture is working. If they are confident about their product, and if they are telling you each and everything, this that company is reliable, you can trust them. Okay, so another one. Okay, this is the last one, which is how people con you in this home automation segment. Basically, that guy I was talking about, who was telling me about, okay, this project was this product thing. People people in India specifically are not very much aware about these things. So when it comes to the non-technical people, they will only look for the application. They will not go into the technicalities. Okay, Pratik is saying we'll make a tutorial on installing MQTT in Node-RED Cloud. Yeah, sure, Pratik, we can do that. Sure. Okay, so yeah, if I talk about the normal people, if you notice, they will only focus on the application part. They don't care about the hardware part. They don't care about the software part. They don't. When I say they don't care, I mean they don't even know about the things that are working as a back end. They don't know the things uh, which are working as a front end. They just know that, okay, I'm using my mobile phone to control my lights. This is the application that I'm having at my site. So you can make the complete thing with a node MCU relay and a 5 volt AC to DC power supply, and you can rely on a company which is doing the same thing for 5,000 rupees or maybe 10,000 rupees, and the same project, same application is done within 500 rupees. So from the customer perspective, customer will see that okay यार मेरा काम तो अभी 500 रुपये में हो रहा है और यही सेम काम मेरे को 10,000 में सेम कम मतलब दूसरी कंपनी मेरे को 10,000 में दे रही है, तो मतलब वो मेरे को पागल बना रही है, बट ऐसा नहीं है, उसने उसको पता ही नहीं कि उस 500 रुपये में है क्या। तो it's it's totally depends upon your these factors again। उनको उतना एजुकेट हम लोग को करना पड़ेगा कि दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू थिंग्स। वो जो 500 रुपये में आपको चीज़ मिल रही है उसमें ये फ़र्क है, और जो आपको 10,000 में चीज़ मिल रही है उसमें ये फ़र्क है। So we have to educate them. So this and people are taking advantage of this particular point, because they know that people are not aware of these things. People are not getting used to these things very easily. So they are just making the boards on test PCB. They are 3D printing their cases and they are just selling it in bulk. If I make a complete product with the Node MCU with just this module part and with a 8 channel relay or tracks, it will cost me around 1100 to 1200 to develop a complete product with a relay. I can give you a complete automation system within 1100 rupees with the casing, with the mobile application, with each and everything that you receive from a well-renowned company from 10,000 to 7 to 10,000 rupees. So it's very easy to do all these things within 1100 to 1200 rupees, and people are taking advantage of this. So it's I don't know, it's up to us, up to the ethics, how you are dealing with these things. People are very much unaware about these things, so this is how other people and other companies are making fool of them. Okay, I think I've pretty much covered all these things, so let's jump to the Q&A part. Okay, so exactly, Ganga. Yeah, people will look for features more than anything. That's what I'm telling. They just go for the application part. अभी तो ये चीज़ 500 रुपये में हो रही थी, वो वही चीज़ 5,000 में भी हो रही है, तो मैं 5,000 वाली को क्यों लूँ। तो उनको वो सब चीज़ थोड़ा समझाने में अभी बहुत टाइम है। वो इतनी जल्दी वो समझेंगे भी नहीं। बट अगेन okay, so Rishabh is asking ESP8266 doesn't support multi-threading. ESP32 does. Yeah, because the ESP32 is having 3 cores. Any benefits of shifting to ESP? Yes, there are other benefits of shifting to ESP32. First of all, multi-threading, as you told me, and again there is the BLE. See, when it comes to multi-threading, you can do wonders with that chip. More number of GPIOs, sensors are inbuilt, and the BLE part is there. So it's up to you what other peripherals you are attaching, what other USPs you are giving with the product. Also, it supports a lot of protocols. So yeah, it's totally up to you. Just I'll say that you just go to the ESP documentation and search for the different things. You'll find a complete solution for that. Why ESP32 is much better than using ESP8266. Again, it depends on the product what you are developing. If you are using it for a single switch, I'll not recommend to go or to spend extra money on ESP32 when you can do the same thing with the ESP01. So it totally depends on the type of application you are developing. Yeah, ESP32 has good security. Exactly. Pranay, you are an inspiration to me. Okay, ये ज़्यादा हो रहा है. I am starting my own company in 2021. Wish me luck. Yeah, sure. Best of luck, Pranay. Uh, Please take care about all these things. Dual core BLE, yes, GPIOs, PWMs, and many more. Exactly. As I told you, Rishabh, that totally depends on the type of application that you are developing. Okay, any other questions? I'm sorry about this video quality and the lagging. I'm not sure what exactly is happening. यार प्रतीक यार प्लीज अभी ना डेटा शीट मत बताना यहाँ पे ना लोगों को. बहुत बहुत सारी अच्छी चीज़ें हैं ESP32 में। अभी डेटा शीट मत बताना भाई प्लीज़। Okay, I linked down the LinkedIn of Pratik, Ganga, and mine. Actually, we are connected on LinkedIn, and we do stuff like this. So Pratik and we are planning to do workshops. अभी मतलब as such plan नहीं किया, but we were thinking. And Ganga is doing podcasts. एक हमारा भाई और है साई प्रकाश, वो अभी भी नहीं आया। ही इज डूइंग पॉडकास्ट ऑन IoT. ओके, आई लिंक डाउन द ओके, सो here's my LinkedIn. Hello. Okay, and I'll drop Pratik's and Ganga's LinkedIn as well. Yeah, the man of integrity and plan, exactly. नहीं, मैं उसको फिर से बोलने वाला हूँ अभी। वो फिर पूरा वीडियो देखेगा, फिर बाद में मेरे को बोलेगा। Okay, so I've given the LinkedIn of Pratik, Ganga, and mine. You can connect with us. Any other questions, or I'll just say goodbye. We'll, we'll plan another one. Okay, so Mahank is asking, is it possible to control whom using Node MCU from? अरे भाई हाँ, it's very much possible. अभी तुमने पूरा लाइव सेशन मिस किया शायद. You can go through the videos that I make, and you can control your home from anywhere in the world. Ta-da! Within 500. You don't even have to spend a lot of money on that. Yes, yes, but it is very much possible to control all these things. Yeah, podcast is a hobby. Okay. No, but still, it's great that you are doing these things. Okay, then I think it's time to wrap it up, and I hope you guys have a better idea about the things, how the industry is working recently, how people are, making fool of other people, and how you can plan your own startup in this field. Again, jump into this field only if you have a USP. If you are going to do the same thing, I'll recommend you save your time, save your money, and just find someone who can do the things for you. Just go with the white label part. Okay, so thank you so much and enjoy your Sunday. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Bye bye.